guys, welcome back. So today we're discussing the New Mutants. The New Mutants has finally dropped in theaters. If you aren't familiar with who the New Mutants are, we were introduced to this band of teenagers with superhuman mutations back in the early 80s in graphic novel form. That novelization spawned into a comic book series of their own, exploring each character as they learned more about themselves, their powers, and one another. Over time, their stories transformed from a kind of X-Men light to something much more dark and even mystical. The film, based on the comics, promised to go even darker, if not full-on horror. If you recall, back in 2017, we got our very first New Mutants trailer for the film starring Anya Taylor-Joy, Maisie Williams, Charlie Heaton, Blue Hunt, and Alice Braga. There was both frenzied excitement and controversy over what the film had in store. Since then, new trailers have been released about as often as each new release date has been published, pushing the project further and further back. Now, after what seems like ages of waiting, the film is finally in theaters. But did anyone even notice? I didn't. The Ringer recently published an article titled "The Long, Chaotic Saga of the New Mutants Comes to an End," talking about what they describe as the film finally fulfilling its destiny and the extent to which this film is a true test for studios of the public's willingness to return to theaters. The article states, an X-Men movie made its debut in the United States this weekend and earned a whopping $7 million at the box office. In any other context, this would be an unmitigated disaster, but this isn't a normal year, nor is the film in question a normal X-Men entry. With the country still in the throes of a devastating pandemic, the notion of returning to the movies should feel iffy, no matter how many safety measures are put in place by major theater chains, including limited capacity at screenings. It's hard to imagine any film making bank right now, but The New Mutants, which by the way had a $100 million budget, is a fitting sacrificial lamb because it carried zero expectations. And this is so true. It carried zero expectations, and not because that was always the case. Many people were excited to see this film originally. It's just it's been pushed back so many times, and there have been so many issues behind the scenes and with production that people were just, is it gonna release at all? Is it gonna release in video form? I mean, what? It was pure chaos. It was a disaster before it made it to the screen. But the article goes on to say, in the tragicomic saga of the New Mutants, simply getting released is a major milestone. Originally slated to come out in April 2018, the film has bounced around the release schedule for years. It's even kind of bounced around studios, becoming a Disney movie after the company acquired 20th Century Fox in 2019. The New Mutants is the last vestige of Fox's pioneering X-Men movie era, as mutants will presumably, or as Thanos might say, inevitably, get tossed into the Marvel Cinematic Universe in the future, God forbid. But the film was such a mess that at one point, Fox reportedly considered scrapping the entire project. And the reviews that have come out appear to confirm the New Mutants is on par with Dark Phoenix. Translation, not very good. But at least Maisie Williams is having fun with the whole ordeal. Maisie, if you don't follow her on Twitter, you should. She's hilarious, and this is someone who survived season 8 of the Game of Thrones and the debacle that was. So she took it with good humor, and she's doing the same here. She retweeted an article entitled "New Mutants is the worst X-Men movie ever." And she says, "Sounds like a must-see. Get your tickets now." If I was going to see this film, it would be to probably support her, but honestly, I didn't even know it was out. Like, if you've seen this film, please leave a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Did you enjoy it? Was it worth it? Would you do it again? Or was it something that really should have been released on video? Now, it's funny because this was a test for theaters, and it was a test for the studios. They released the worst possible movie at the worst possible time, and it still made money. So this is something that should give us hope that films we're actually looking forward to, like TENET and Black Widow and Wonder Woman 1984, may actually come out this year and not get pushed any further back. I know I'm excited to see those, not necessarily this one. But I'm hoping that they do, because we need that in 2020. We need blockbusters. We need entertainment. We need the escapism. This year has been terrible. Let's not let it ruin anything else. So let me know what you guys think. Have you seen New Mutants? Are you excited about it? Are you glad the theaters are open? What movies are you looking forward to? Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.